Welcome to Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.
Welcome into Week 6, Part 2. After Thursday Night Lights, we keep the show going with the tried and true Friday Night Lights. And if you like finishes, which I think you do, we've got the night for you. It's watching for the first time together. Some weeks, the big game picks itself. We go live to Fox 12's Craig Bernbach in Tualatin for a battle of the unbeatens in the Three Rivers League. And Craig, this was a Friday night in October we could see again in December.
You know, Nick, sometimes big games on paper don't live up to the hype, but this one certainly did, as Lako and Tualatin went toe-to-toe, blow for blow, in a regular season game that did feel like a playoff game. This is what a battle of undefeateds is supposed to look like. That said, the first half was just so-so, as thanks to two Gabe Alvera touchdowns, Lako led 13-6 at the half. Second half, here come the fireworks. Down 20-6, Tualatin wakes up. Jackson Jones hits Kellen Hale, who's gonna get gone. 52 yards to the house. T-Wolves down just 7. Later, we're tied at 20 apiece when Jack Lane says tied. Not anymore. He's going deep to Justice Lowe with the picture-perfect pass. Lako up 27-20. But that would last just seconds. As my 4-year-old son likes to say, if you like a song, put it on repeat. And that's what Tualatin does, as it's Jones to Hale again, this one from 48 yards out. But a missed extra point puts the T-Wolves down 1. And that gave the Lakers a chance to ice it, and ice it they do, as Calvin Macy goes right up the gut for the gut punch. Lako, they're still unbeaten. They take this one, 35-26.
What a battle for you guys.
Yeah.
What's it feel like to walk off with this victory?
I mean, they're a great program. We knew that. The whole state knows that. Just a credit to our coaching staff. I mean, we're ready, and they do a great job all week. Scout team players, everyone just does a great job getting ready, and the show tonight, team effort.
And Nick, it's not a surprise that a Steve Corey coach Lake O team has an offense that's running like a well-oiled machine, but it's worth noting that the Lakers have scored at least 35 points in each one of their games this season. Reporting live from Tualatin, Craig Bernbach, Friday Night Lights.
Wow, more Fox 12 in the TRL. Wes Lynn out to rebound from last Saturday's loss to Tualatin. That short bus trip to Lako. The Pacers 5-0, of course, from Lake Ridge. First time they've been 5-0 this late in the season in a decade. We're looking here in the third quarter. Ryan Oliver, the big trigger man there. Joey Olson, one of the top talents around. They're tied at 21. The Pacers then took the lead in a field goal, so 24-21 fourth quarter. Wes Lynn out to answer, but coughing up the kick return, recovered by Reagan McDowell. Lake Ridge, then with another boot for 3. That's Keaton Emmett. Yeah, 2 for 2, huh? Good to go. 27-21 Pacers. 27 seconds left on the clock. Wes Lynn down 6. Nick Sackey's in at quarterback. Gus Donnerberg in the back of the end zone to tie it. A touchdown. They need an extra point to get in. And when you got a guy like Gage, Curich, you can do that. That's how they want it. 28-27. Wes Lynn gets tigered next. The 5-1 Pacers get one loss. Tualatin. Three Rivers League is always so entertaining. Air 12 above one of the greatest Friday night settings from South Salem. McNary and the Saxons in the Mountain Valley Conference for their play. First quarter, Celtics up 8-0 without their starting quarterback, Tyler Copeland. So Gunnar Semeta was in enemy territory, looking for more, but then came the powder blues, huh? Jackson Watson picked it off, returned about the 25. Second quarter, still 8-0 after the Celtics had a touchdown called back for holding. The Saxons' stout defense gave them new life, kept them out of field goal range as well. They would not score again. We go from the air to the ground. We like to do things like that sometimes. Our guy Gino had a camera on the ground for the half number 2. The powder blues looking good. South Dashiell Smith gets in. 2-point try awry, though. McNary still up 8-6. Then a McNary pick 6, Ben Allen. The luck of the Seas taking it for one of these TDs. A 14-6 lead for McNary. The Saxons thought they had a punt return for score, but Laundry in the field watched that one out. Then McNary stained another one. Zane Acher, Acres to Rome. Boy, great night out there in Salem as well. Final tally, McNary, a winner by 8, 21-13. The Celtics host West Salem next week. Live now, the Tiger Cage. Fox 12's Connor McCarthy had the honor and the privilege to check out Newburgh and Liberty for the second week of play in the Pacific Conference. Connor?
Well, Nick, just like the game Craig was at, this was a comeback as well. The 4-2 Liberty Falcons came back from a 21-point deficit, but the Tigers tried to claw their way to a win, but it was the Falcons who soared tonight. The Newburgh Tigers welcomed the Liberty Falcons for a Pacific Conference battle. The Tigers quickly got a 21 lead with Hudson Davis leading the pack in touchdowns. But by the end of the first quarter, the Falcons were itching to get on the scoreboard. Quarterback Hero Diamond ran the ball in for their first touchdown. By the end of the first half, the Falcons were one drive away from a tie. The second half opened with the Falcons determined to get ahead. Once again, Hero Diamond ran the ball to tie the game. Then it was back and forth with the Tigers and Falcons scoring on each drive. But by the fourth quarter, the Falcons pulled ahead after the Tigers missed an extra point. But the Tigers didn't give up. Hudson Davis pulling through on a 2-point conversion the last 60 seconds, and the Tigers thought they had the game. But once again, Hero Diamond being the hero for his team and scoring a 2-point conversion after the clock ran out. Falcons winning.
It was a great game that we can take a lot of things off of. At first, we had a slow start, but we crawled back into it. We just didn't keep our heads down and just kept going.
Well, Nick, I don't know if you saw in my package, but, my photographer got juked out there by that 2-point conversion at the very end of the game. But it's also important to note that Newburgh was actually playing with their backup quarterback. Their starting quarterback was out for this game, but both teams fought till the very end at this game. Live at Newburgh High School, Connor McCarthy, Fox Friday Night Lights.
Hey, you're live. Cue the air blower. Leaf blowers, too. Fox 12 Metro League. Sunset, Mountainside, another top-tier finish. First and goal from the 10. Sunset with the opening drive of the half to score. Grady Newsom, Aiden Timbo. After an Apollo field goal, Mountainside's Brian Mannion, Caden Kingsbury. 10-7, 13 ticks left in the third. Third and goal now from the 8. Mannion, Bowen Stinson right in front of Antonio Corona. 14-10, 5 minutes to go in the third. The Apollo's not out of it, they never are. How about Caleb Kim, the animal? 50-yard touchdown run. It's like Team Lillard likes to do. 17-14 in that fourth quarter. Less than a minute to go regulation. Mountainside ball again. 3rd and 8 from the 20. Mannion, Joe Pribula. 20-17, 35 seconds to go. Here we go now. Grady Newsom, Chase Limbacher. 44 yards to get a field goal to force overtime, 20-20. Second goal from the 1 in OT. Mannion plows in. It's like his big brother did for the Beavers. Here we go now. Apollos again. Grady Newsom. Hayden Hurley. He's in, but the extra point no go, so I'm told. We see it there. Mountainside riding high back towards Shoals Ferry. 28-27 in OT. They'll host Southridge next week. Sunset heads to Westview. And a special treat from the grasslands of Kelly Field and Banks. The Braves and Amity both had their previously scheduled opponents cancel, so the 4A and 3A Powers made something out of nothing. First play out of the kickoff. Banks here. Cooper Goebel, Charlie White. Just like Cole Linehan loves to see it. Run it for 55 yards. He would be down to set up this kind of thing. The same two. Cooper Goebel, Charlie White. They've been waiting for a long time to be doing that again. 7-0 on a 3-play drive. Amityville would answer. 3rd and goal for the 1. We're going to see Kane Black bring it in some physical punishment on an 11-minute drive. 8-7 after a 2-point conversion. Then Goebel, one more time, airing it out to Aaron Brown, opening up that second quarter the right way. Banks goes on to win in a big way. 56-22. They host Seaside. That's always a good one. 4A Co-op League there. Here, Seagulls flying over from Seaside to pony up with the Milwaukee Mustangs. First possession of the game for the Stangs. We got Zane Garvey. What a run to get it off right. Getting well beyond midfield by munching up that new turf behind the monsters for him up front. Milwaukee coming on strong. From there, Garvey gets the payday from the 5 for the night's first points. Made it 7-0. But Seaside came a long way. They wanted to win and play hard too. Carson Cawaso flying like a seagull. Yeah, 30-yard pass play to Jared White. down to the 20. Nice tight spiral. That would set up this, a 1-yard plug-in from Lawson Talamantes. Levels at 7. It remained tight all night, but those bus ride French fries back home are extra salty and good. Seagulls 16, Mustangs 14. 5A Mid-Willamette League from Independence, Silverton, Central, the Foxes, Fleet of Foot, and in the air as well. Jordan McCarty, Austin Ratliff rattled down that first down. Same drive, Air Jordan. McCarty, Vanden Fessler, 7-yard score, 7-0 Silverton. Jordan can throw, Jordan can run. These are the Jordan rules. McCarty, tuck and go. A streaking Fox from 70 yards away. Big play after big play. It's how they roll at home and on the road. Silverton, another blast of the arm from McCarty here. We'll book in the highlights with Austin Ratliff rattling on for 64. They feast. Silverton, 47-7. Air 12 above the Dragons Lair from Dallas with Crescent Valley. A 4th league game there. I think we all need a logo and a hoodie. A hat and a hoodie from that logo there. Late second, a fall classic, 8-2. Emilio Miranda with the rock, a gain of 30. And then the posse all falls each other into the pay dirt. 14-2, Dallas at halftime. No final score yet reported. Give us a call. Let us know. We're here for you. Air 12 in Kaiser. Homecoming at McKay. The Royal Scots hosting Scappoose 5A Northwest Oregon Conference. First drive for the Tribe. It's that McNabb kid. Sure seems like Luke has been around forever. Coach's kid pulls it. Great sell. The shell game, all those blue shirts behind him. 33-yard touchdown for Scappoose. McKay had a big crowd, and they showed out to Kyron Fuyamano, to his main guy, Chancey Lee, so close to 6. They'll take it down to the 1. From there, they feed who we see is 26, I think. Joel Sanchez, extra point good. McKay out in front, but the Knights for Scappoose, 48-6. We had high hopes of getting Air 12 to both North Salem and Sprague High, but those games were called off. So we go to Three Rivers League again. Oregon City at Tigard. 31-14 Tigers third quarter. Little Deuce Coop. Number 22, the Dayglow Knight. Purrs like a kitten. Connor Grant. A 25-yard gain below Air 12. Tigers then on the rollout. Luke Davis, the receiver here, takes this thing all the way to the 11. Crank it. Then the finisher. Connor Grant has the honors. Gets in. Tigers win again. Happy homecoming, 45-36. Air 12 in the Metro, Beaverton Jesuit. Loud gnats on the helicopter, Nick. Cut those better next time. Sometimes the game's over when you get there. That's what happened. Jesuit 49, Beavs 13. Great handshake line. Love to see it. Well, like many kids in Oregon, most of Washington was able to sleep in this morning. No school day before Friday Night Lights. Ready, rested, and able. Fox 12 at Kiggins Bowl, a 2A Greater St. Helens League tilt. Washougal, Hudson's Bay. Third quarter, 9-7. Eagles are backed up inside the 15. Third down, the bouncing ball, though, off the receiver to the defender's hands. That's Will Cooper. Right place, right time. Panther ball in the 6. 2 plays later, after a penalty pushed him back a bit, one of the B kids, Holden B, who it be, spots something at a nothing. Carson Morris, in zone touchdown. 10-yard score. Washougal up 14-9. Hudson's Bay then in the red zone, but we have a fumbled exchange. Another turnover in favor of Washougal, taking over in the 16. Next snap, that B-arm farm strong. About 50 yards, Carson Morris. That'd be Carson. Goes in, does the rest of the work. 84 yards, 20-9. Fourth quarter, more Panther stomping. It's gotta be B. On the 14, you dodge, you dart, you dig in. His big sisters, Hoopers, with the Idaho Vandals, they love to see it too. Washougal a winner, 27-16. Non-league from Le Center, Wildcats, Fort Vancouver Trappers. This night, all for LCHS. We're looking at a punt return. Levi Giles is the name. This would be his game, receiving that kick at the 30. Do the quick math, that's a 70-yard return. Levi wasn't singing the blues for the Cats. You're watching almost the same thing. Fort V back to punt again. There goes that kid again, Levi Giles. This time a 35-yard return. But 2 plays later, their new quarterback, Darren Cepeda. Ariels, Andrew Kesar. 6-yard catch and score for 6 more points. Next Wildcat possession, Cepeda runs now the quick cat kicks. 40-yard score behind his blockers. Nearly scoring. Next snap, Cepeda back to the air, and Giles can do it all. 31-yard reception That's down to the 3. Cepeda then capped off the drive by giving himself to open up the scoring in the second quarter. Victory brunch all good on Saturday in the center, winning on Friday 47-8. And if tonight's the main meal, Thursday was the appetizer. We served a sweet 6-pack here. Let's be kind, rewind. The sweet sugar Thursday Night Lights arrives but once a year. Thursday Night Lights return to the MAC. McKenzie Stadium, where it was all campus in that 4A, 3A GSHO clash with Mountain View. Brock Thornburg made that shoestring snag for the 18-yard touchdown. Papermakers rolled 38-7. The day part of that doubleheader saw a tight one in the 3A Greater St. Helens League. Evergreen and Heritage, where Lita Meyer was inducted to the Timberwolves Hall of Fame. Miss Meyer was the athletic director from the first year of Heritage in '99 until 2019. Nice 2-decade run. Gil Osmond and LaDamian McCord paid homage for an 80-yard rip. Heritage hung on 16-13. Longtime Mount Hood Conference rivals Sam Barlow and Central Catholic met in Hillsboro. It started how it finished. Crew Newman airmailed over Riley Williams, 32 yards with the first of his 4 scores. Rams retained their unblemished record, 49-21. PIL on Thursday, giddy up. Roosevelt Jefferson and the Rough Riders looking mighty good behind Amarion Kelly, scoring on 4th and 4 from the 8. The Velt headed home with a W in their saddlebag, 28-22. Both Clackamas and Grant had their opponents forfeit due to COVID protocols, so the Cavs and Generals became dance partners at Franklin. The Swords kept swinging when the clock stopped ticking. Blake Baker, little touchdown maker, at the buzzer to Ben Moffitt before the half. Clack remains perfect, 48-14. How about Fox 12 TNL from Hare Field, a Pacific Conference meeting for Hillsboro supremacy. Century and Glencoe, beware those Jags. Tyler Mallman delivers. Jalen Ellis accepts. Good for 24 yards and good for Century's first win of the year, 43-24.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation. Welcome back to Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.
Well, it has been so good to see fall athletes be able to return to their traditional time of playing this year. The sports they love after no games, of course, held this season to go. Our high school spotlight takes us out to the Barlow Trail with a senior captain who is setting the bar high along that back line for the Bruins. Number 16, Aaron. Fellas here, hear the yell.
You see your friends in the hall and you say hi to them, you give them a tap on the shoulder and you say, I'm excited to see you and play with you at the game tonight. And I feel like we're just all like a family and you can't take that away from us.
Sam Barlow High senior captain Erin Marinick is making up for lost time with her Bruins.
So there were probably about 4 or 5 girls that I played with growing up ever since I was a little person. We're all really great friends. We all have lunch together almost every day. We've grown up super tight. Nothing's ever changed. And I feel like we're going to continue contact after we go our separate ways in college.
Chalk up a recruiting assist to her head coach, Jay Jacobson. The 4.0 Bruin will soon be a Portland State Viking to study pre-med in the park blocks and play for the hometown Vikings.
It means everything. I get to stay close to home, so my family will be able to watch pretty much all my games. That was a big decision for me. And I'll get to have all of my family support, all of my friends' support. I'll get to go play with Abby Hoffman, who was here at Barlow, and I just feel like it'll be a huge supportive team.
Marinick has always been team first while leading from the back for the 3-time defending Mount Hood Conference champs from Barlow.
I've always pretty much been a defender. I've never really steered away from it. I feel like most people don't recognize defenders, but you always need them on a team to win, so you have to have them. You know my name if you look it up, so.
You know my name, I like that. Erin is known in mini soccer circles, named to the All-American watch list to potentially represent the West this December in Knoxville, Tennessee. But surgery may come before the opportunity arises.
I have an extra bone in my ankle.
You're laughing, it's a difference. That's what when the doctor says that, you go, what?
Yeah, it was a little weird and I didn't understand it, but it kind of made sense because that's, the pain I was feeling.
Toughing it out to be on the field with her 8 fellow Barlow class of 2022 teammates is just the kind of kid Erin is.
It's definitely hard, but I don't feel like it's holding me back. I definitely wanted to have my senior season. I didn't want to give that up for anything. And I feel like everybody understands that and nobody's going to take that away from me.
A proud member of the Eastside Timbers as well, ankle surgery can wait. A 6A state title is what the Bruins are hunting.
Being a Bruin is absolutely amazing. You always have the support from your school.
in Gresham with our high school spotlight.
Go Bruins!
1, 2, 3, Bruins!
You're watching Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation. Welcome back to Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.
Well, Fox 12's Craig Bernbach knows a good matchup when he sees one. Tualatin, Lake House, we go on the field, but how about those cheering him on?
All right, Nick, we're back here at Tualatin High School, and you know what time it is. It's time for Cheer of the Night, when we get to know the cheerleading squads. And I'm joined now by
Lacey Thurley.
What's with the cowboy getup?
Well, our theme for tonight's game is a rodeo out, so we asked all of our fans to dress up in their best Western gear.
I gotta tell you, I don't think I could pull off the cowboy hat like you guys are doing right now. What do you love about your team specifically?
I love all these girls so much. They're like my sisters, and we BD.
All right, now it's time for the cheerleaders to get loud and proud. Jayla, take it away.
This is Jayla. We're Tualatin Cheer. Let's go, Wolves! Let's get loud, yeah, let's go, Wolves! It's game day! Let's get loud, yeah, let's go, Wolves! It's game day! Let's get loud, yeah, let's go, Wolves! It's game day!
Can you imagine, Craig's from Jersey if he was a country guy? Next week. Fox 12's Connor McCarthy, he's a California guy, found a little pep in his step from Newburgh.
Tiger Pride is roaring tonight thanks to the cheerleaders and the band.
I think it's very important for schools to have like a group of people that just lead out on stuff.
It really raises the spirit.
The two are a staple at any high school football game.
And it's just nice to be out there and lead out the student section.
The cheers, the music, all a combination to help lift the crowd no matter the score.
The energy that we give to the student section is reflected back at us 10 times.
All the pep can pay off with a win, but for the band and the cheer team, it's all about keeping optimism alive.
I think it's our job to, support them no matter what. Stay positive and set that tone no matter what the outcome is.
At Newburgh High School, Connor McCarthy, Friday Night Lights.
Well, get this, the regular season will be ripe for the picking before the Great Pumpkin arrives. Just 3 more regular season weeks remain. You can always catch us later again or later, whenever you want to. Fox 12 Oregon's YouTube channel. We'll see you next time on Friday Night Lights.
Thanks for watching Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.